Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. So for me, it is Monday and that means that it's plant care day and cleaning day because I did both of them, like I think this is the third week now that I'm doing both of them on the same day, and it is working amazingly because I only have to clean the bathroom like countertops once a week. So yeah, I have been absolutely loving that. And obviously if you can hear, the tomato plant needs more water. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting them some here soon. I needed to give them some more, oh good, they're being quiet now. I needed to give them some more yesterday, but I didn't want to right before, plant care day, and I was gonna be changing their water anyway, so I didn't. So it is a little bit loud now today, but they have enough to make it a couple more hours. But yeah, I'm gonna get all my plants cared for, which I'm very much looking forward to. It's also their food day, so that means I need to give them the plant food and everything. So it's gonna be a little bit time consuming for that today. And also just getting everything cleaned in my room and picked up and put away. I actually don't have that many blankets and stuff on the floor today, which is kind of exciting. I have a few, but I don't have that many. So it's mostly just like vacuuming, and that should be good for my room getting cleaned. Honestly, it shouldn't take too long. It's mostly the plants that are going to take a while. But besides that, it is supposed to snow today, like a good amount, at least a few inches. I don't know if it's actually going to or not because the forecast and everything has just been like really not very accurate, honestly. So I'm hoping that it snows a good amount and we'll be able to make a little snow triangle. I don't have a face or anything for it, but we'll figure that out. Again, it shouldn't, fungus gnat, it shouldn't snow enough to like completely bury everything, so I should be able to get at a stick outside for some arms, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll figure that out if it is snowy enough to make a snowman. Also today I have all the normal stuff that I need to get done, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a busy day, but I am very much looking forward to it. And yesterday was an amazing rest day and like very relaxing. It was also a little bit busier than I was expecting, but still the evening and everything was super relaxing, so I needed that. But now I am ready to get everything done and I am excited to get my plants cared for. And right now, most importantly, I just hope you're having a good day so far today, and I will see you in just a second. I'm just getting started picking everything up so that way I can vacuum in a little bit. I haven't taken care of the plants yet either, but I wanted to show you. Obviously I need to vacuum, the rug is dirty, but the rug has not moved at all since I put the tape down. That tape right there, and I had to glue it to the back of the rug, so that's why that glue's there. But that tape on the, it's like a carpet tape, and it has not moved the rug at all. I mean, like, it's on there all week long. I have not had to adjust it once, and it was absolutely amazing. And I just had to show you, like, it's still completely flat. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to picking everything up so that way I can vacuum and take care of my plants. Cold out here, obviously, because it's snowing, but I'm a little bit concerned about little maple tree. It's not snowing much yet, but there is a little bit getting on top of their soil, so I'm just gonna wrap the container with a couple of towels so that way the little one can at least keep the base warm. I don't think it needs to be on top, but I think that this should help a little bit anyway. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try. Oh, I brought 3 towels. I did not know I brought that many, so I guess the little one's gonna be nice and warm. Man, it's cold out here. I mean, obviously, again, it's snowing, but it's much colder than it was yesterday, so this is kind of like drastic temperature difference. Alright, there you go, little maple tree. Nice and warm. Enjoy the snow, sweetie. And obviously it is still currently snowing, but you are looking at this little tomato plant over here for a specific reason. It's not necessarily a small tomato plant. I mean, like, look at this guy. It is huge. This is like the healthiest tomato plant that I have ever had inside, I think. I mean, like, yeah, this is a very big tomato plant. But anyway, the reason why I am showing you this guy is because I just counted how many tomatoes are on this plant, and there are currently 47 tomatoes on this single plant. So that is mostly for Mom. She was wondering how many are on here because she's the one who's going to be cooking them all. So yeah, you're gonna be getting 47 tomatoes. About half of them probably this week because like there are quite a few really big ones underneath, and some of them obviously are still very tiny little tomatoes. So you'll probably get about half of them this week. So you will be getting 2 batches of tomatoes, but yeah, there are 47 on this single plant. It is incredible. And also these 3 little guys over here are doing great. I'm just covering a fungus gnat like sticker because it's really gross, but these guys are doing great. All 3 of these little plants are going to be going outside in the spring once it stops freezing and frosting and stuff, once it's safe for them. But I am really excited that these guys are going to be in the garden this year, or in the container garden anyway. And I also wanted to show you these little ones are the I believe they're beefsteak tomatoes. I'm not entirely sure, but they are a big type of a tomato. But these guys are sprouted and they are so healthy. I'm actually needing to give them a little bit more water. I just did last night, but they need some more already. But yeah, these guys are getting really big and they are almost getting their 3rd set of leaves already. So these guys also will be going out into the garden once it warms up. Currently there's no update on the bell peppers that I just planted yesterday, obviously, but these guys are the sriracha peppers, and I just figure I'll show you them because I am here, and yeah, I can't believe how healthy these guys are. Here's how these little guys are doing. These are the ones that I planted first. They haven't really changed much, but they are still growing. And then these guys are the ones that had the little lid on them, and they are also growing, but they're still super tiny. But we do technically have little petunias again. So yeah, I wanted to show you those guys because they're doing well. Pretty much like, I think actually, no, there's one plant that's not doing that well this week. I'll show you that little one here in a minute. But everyone else is doing absolutely amazingly this week. I should say there are 2 plants that aren't doing very well. This little one I don't think is going to make it much beyond you know, a couple more weeks. Unfortunately, I'm trying to bring it back. Like you can see there are a couple of new leaves on there, but I don't think it's enough for the plant to be okay. So unfortunately, I think the goldfish, I believe is what this is called, plant is at its end. But down here is the other one that is not doing well. This is my orb plant, I think. I had to take about half of their leaves off, and the leaves were really gross and covered in bugs, so I did have to remove like a lot of her, unfortunately, but hopefully because I did that she'll feel better now. I don't know, but yeah, she's not doing great, but everyone else is doing amazing, so that's good. I don't know how the lighting is gonna look. Hopefully it's bright enough for you, but I don't want to sit down today while I'm crocheting. I mostly want to try standing up today because I haven't yet, since I moved everything into this basket underneath my desk, and I was curious if I was gonna have to move it, and it looks like I don't have to. And also I have not stood up and crocheted in quite a while, and I'm quickly realizing how big this thing is. But besides taking care of my plants today, I obviously got all of the cleaning done, and my room feels amazing again. Everything is put away. I do have a pair of shoes underneath my desk, my ones that I wear all over the place. These ones, I put them underneath my desk so that I could vacuum and I wouldn't have to, you know, vacuum around them. I could have just put them away. I realized that the vacuum doesn't fit underneath my desk. That's why I wasn't able to vacuum under there. I use the smaller one when I need to get under there, but I don't have to that often. I do it like maybe once or twice a month. Honestly, I probably should vacuum under there more, but I don't. But anyway, yeah, I got all my cleaning done today, and I mean all of it. I got everything done today, which is amazing. And it is still snowing very, very, very gently, but it is still technically snowing. Nothing is sticking though. It is landing and immediately melting. I mean, like, I'm watching the little flakes falling and they are, yeah, just like immediately turning into water. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to build a snowman because there just isn't any snow built up. I mean, like, I think the maple tree caught most of the snow, honestly. That's the most that I see on the ground. And I am very glad that I decided to wrap maple tree. I wasn't going to, but it was just making me very kind of really concerned that the little one wasn't going to do well because its roots are used to being in the ground, all nice and snuggly and warm in the soil. So it's in a container now and technically above ground, and it is going to be obviously freezing for today and tonight. And I didn't want it to, because the snow is melting so quickly, I didn't want the little one to freeze too much. So hopefully those towels will keep the, wow, that was a really big snowflake that just fell. But hopefully it will keep the little one warm throughout the night and it'll be okay. I'm still obviously nervous, but I think it should be okay because it's only for one night where it's going to be freezing, and then this week is going to warm up quite a lot later on in the week. So I mean, like, even tomorrow it's going to be a lot warmer than it is today. So I think the little one should be okay. It's just tonight that I'm worried about. But yeah, besides taking care of my plants and cleaning, that was pretty much, or has been pretty much, all the day so far. It's still a little bit early. It's just dark because obviously it's cloudy. Hey, that's where we connect to the other, where we started with the yellow yarn. It's right there. But yeah, unfortunately there's no sun today, but technically it is still up, and it is still a little bit earlier in the day than I normally crochet. Just because it's snowing and it's all calm, I just wanted to crochet right now. It's starting to snow a little bit heavier again. It's so funny because it's like it snows pretty heavily and then it looks like it isn't snowing even though it technically still is, and then it snows really heavily and then it doesn't again. But at least it's continuously snowing today instead of going back and forth between rain and snow like it did last time. That was so weird. It is very disappointing though that none of it is actually landing and staying, so that way I can make a little snow triangle because I really wanted to, but yeah, it's just not. I know this is random, but I have this on my desk, and I have a couple of things on my desk that are there all the time. I have a lot of stuff on there currently that I need to move and put back, but it's fine there right now. But I have these two things on my desk permanently pretty much. This is a little money tree. Well, actually it's quite a big money tree, isn't it? I didn't realize how big this little one is getting. But I have a little money tree who is allergic to the sunlight, so they're over here. And then I also have this on my desk. It is a little plant-like holder thingy that I got when I went to Disney World last time, and you can put plants in here. And I've done hydroponic plants, that's why the glass is dirty, but I'm deciding whether or not I want to, well, I'm deciding what plants. I know I want to put plants in them in soil. I just don't know what plant I want to put in there, like if I want to just put a few seeds, like petunia seeds in there and see how they do. Or if I want to propagate some of the money tree and stick them in there. But I think that would be too many money tree on my desk. But I'm trying to decide if I want to propagate plants. Like I could even do some string of turtles in there. That would look pretty. But I don't know what I want to do. So right now it's just kind of empty. I like how it looks, but I just don't know what I want to put in it. It's been there for... How long has it been there? About a month at least now. It's nothing new. It used to be in the window in my bedroom, but I moved it over here because I thought it would go with the money tree on the other side, but I just don't have any plants in it yet. I think this is the long side, yes it is, of the blanket. This thing is, even though it's so big, I am very surprised at how light it is still, because like I'm crocheting with it standing up on my arm and it's still like not heavy, because sometimes when I crochet standing up, you know, the projects get a little bit heavy and uncomfortable to hold, and then I'll have to like take a break or sit down or whatever, but it's still like, still pretty much feels like nothing. It's very interesting because I know that there is a lot of yarn in this thing. There's at least probably about 3 full balls of yarn on here. I also wanted to say here before I forget, I meant to yesterday, but I completely forgot, so I'm glad that I remembered today. It was honestly bothering me that I forgot, but since it's a new month, I wanted to say congratulations for still making your temperature blanket for a full 2 months, and now you're on the 3rd one. It's a big project, so getting 2 whole months done is absolutely amazing. Wow, those snowflakes are getting really big now. Maybe these will start sticking. They look like fake, like the soap bubble snowflakes. They're so big. That's so fun. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, even missing a few days here and there, you've still continued making your blanket, which is absolutely amazing. I honestly can say I highly doubt that I would have continued on making the blanket if I missed a day or two here and there, because I would have just gone, well, I missed a day. I'm not going to continue on anymore. I guess I'll try again next year. So the fact that you are still not getting overwhelmed, not getting the work done on the blanket for that day is just like absolutely incredible. And I just wanted to say congratulations. And like, it's amazing that you're still making a blanket. And it's just like, yeah, just, I don't have any other better word for it. You know, I'm terrible with them, but just congratulations. It is amazing that you're still making your blanket. And it's officially the 3rd month of the blanket. And the snowflakes still, even though they are bigger, they are still not sticking. They're melting as soon as they're landing. Watching it snow is so relaxing. And crocheting at the same time, it's honestly amazing right now. It is amazing how little I like the cold. I mean, like, I really don't like the cold, but I love snow. It's very annoying because it has to be cold for it to snow. At least it doesn't feel as cold as long as there's snow. Like I've said a million times, it's still, I don't know why that is, but it just doesn't to me. Maybe because I'm actually enjoying the snow, so I don't mind as much. That's probably why, actually. But I still am so looking forward to it warming up in a couple of days. That is going to feel so nice. Hopefully it's sunny too, so I'll be able to get outside and enjoy the sun and the warm. That'll be amazing. But I just crocheted the corner of the blanket, so we finished that side for the day. So I am all done for today, and it is time to show you what the blanket looks like. I think this is the short side. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's a good thing I'm standing up. Can you see all the way to the bottom? I can't really, like, this is how big it is, and this is what it looks like. I can't lift it up any higher, but yeah, that's it's on the floor currently, and it comes up to here on me, so I'm technically looking through the blanket right now at you, but yeah. It's pretty big. It's gonna be amazing when it's done though, because it's gonna be able to tuck your feet underneath it and still be covered all the way up to your shoulders, even probably over my head if I really wanted to. Sometimes I doubt it, but you know, sometimes you do. But anyway, yeah, that is gonna do it for the video today. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and way more importantly, I hope you enjoy your day today no matter what you do. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day. And as for tomorrow, what am I getting up to tomorrow? I think it's supposed to be a little bit like snowy in the morning and then rainy throughout the rest of the day, but I'm not entirely sure. So I haven't really thought about what I'm going to be getting up to yet. So we will figure it out tomorrow. But again, as for today, just thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye. I'll see you later.